Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Rahena. It's time for more Gakuen Heaven 2. Today we're continuing Takato's route, and last time we had the final round of the Bell 1. Of course we won because we've played the game correctly so far. And now Takato's mother has shown up, so she was kind of a mysterious figure. Everyone was wondering who she was because she looks so young. And now she's saying she wants to talk to Saki about something concerning her son. So we'll shift over here and we'll be in Sakaki's office. So here we are, just a quick look at this location. I don't think we've seen this location in a while, so just a brief look through here. And you might be wondering, like, why is Yuki here? I don't know. He's in this scene. He came along for whatever reason. So, I mean, if he wasn't here, we wouldn't get to see what happened. So he necessarily has to be here. And that's why he's here. Well then. I'll get right to the point. I came here today to take Masatsugu with me. With you to where? And look at Takato's face. He's like, the fuck is this? India.
Huh? I
didn't consent. But that's why I came here. India? Wait a minute. Does that mean you're quitting school? That's right. Why? I thought the stuff about the proposal to close the school was okay now that we won the Bell 1. It's not about that. I want him to join my project. Project? Right. It's a bit of a long story. May I? Go ahead. I want to hear it too. I'm starting a project in India for the reliable supply of electric power using renewable energy. My partner is my husband. Is that Dora-chan's father? Dora-chan? So she has no idea who that is. He means brother. I see, that's a good one. I'll start calling him that. She's just frustrated with her. You can tell they have a bit of a rough relationship, so he's like, mother. Right, that doesn't matter. India currently has the world's second largest population, and even now it's increasing. The economy is rapidly developing, but the power supply capacity is a bit insufficient. On top of that, the heart of their power supply is mainly thermal power generation using coal. If they keep increasing their power supply, it will increase the emissions of CO2, and they'll be increasingly unable to ignore the environmental issues. So from now on, they need power generation that doesn't rely on fossil fuels or nuclear power. That's the goal of the project I'm trying to promote. Do you understand so far? Yes, maybe. But what does that have to do with taking Takato-san with you? Good question. This project will take years, no, decades. But if it's successful, it will have a wonderful outcome. So I want to make this project successful no matter what it takes.
正嗣が必要なの。
For that, I need Masatsugu.
必要って。
Need him?
でも、高藤さんはまだ高校生ですよ。
But, he's still a high school student.
そんなの関係ないわ。
That doesn't matter.
彼は私の役に立つ。だから連れて行きたいの。
He's my right hand, so I want to take him with me.
それはつまり今すぐこの学園を中退するということですか？
In short, you want him to drop out right now during the school term.
私はそれを希望しています。
That's what I hope.
それはまた随分急な話ですね。
That's very short notice.
ビジネスにはスピードも大事。
Speed is vital in business.
そうじゃなくって。
Isn't that right?
それに急だとおっしゃいますけど、本当は少し前に話をしようとこの子に電話をしたんです。
And you may call it short notice, but actually I called my son a little earlier to discuss it.
で、
And I don't know what happened there. There's some sort of glitch in the game, but her full line is, but he told me there was a bigger problem of the school being in danger of closing, and he couldn't discuss it until the bell one was over.
ですからベル1が終わる今日ここに来たんです。
So I came today at the end of the bell one. And she's saying, you know, she called a while ago. That was the 3 days before when Takato sent that email to Yuki asking, can I come to your room? After he got the phone call and Yuki excused himself thinking, oh, I won't hang around while he's on the phone because, you know, it's private or whatever. So she basically called him, upset him. He asked to come spend time with Yuki in his room, which means they had sex again. And now she just shows up like basically the second this thing is over.
それにしても
Even so.
なに？
What?
あなたが電話してきたのはたった3日前です。
You only called me 3 days ago. Oops, I just explained what they're going to talk about.
少
Sorry.
しはこちらの都合も考えてください。
Please think about my circumstances a little.
考えたから3日待ったんじゃない。
I thought about it and waited 3 days.
あなたという人は
You really are so, and I'm going to assume he means annoying or something.
3日前に電話。
A call 3 days ago. It was back then. The night when he said, let's go on a date after the bell one. I thought the call was from his editor, but it was this person. A call from Takato-san's mother. But it can't be. We won the bell one, and we were supposed to stay together at the school from now on.
そんな。
It can't be.
朝日奈。
本当に連れて行くつもりなんですか？
You're really going to take him?
ええ。
Yes.
どうしてそんな。
Why would you do that? Yeah, I have questions too.
卒業まであと少しなんですよ。もう少し待ってくれても。
It's just a little longer until graduation, isn't it? You could wait a little longer.
その少しに何の意味があるのかしら？
What would be the point of a little bit longer?
意味ってその少しでこの学園を卒業できるんですよ。
The point? Well, with a little longer, he could graduate from the school.
高校なんだから卒業した方がいいじゃないですか。
It's high school, so it's better to graduate.
一般論ね。
That's just an assumption.
そんな言い方。
How can you say that?
だいたいどうしてあなたがそんなことを言うのかしら？
Anyway, why are you saying things like that?
私も正嗣の意思を無視してまで連れて行こうとは思ってないわ。
I'm not trying to ignore Masatsugu's wishes and just take him.
これは私の、そして正嗣にとってもこれからの人生に関わる重要なことだもの。
This is something very important for our lives from now on, for me and for Masatsugu.
でもあなたが口を挟むのはなぜ？
So why are you interrupting?
なぜって。
Why?
あなたはそんなに深く正嗣の人生に関わるつもりなのかしら？
Do you plan to be that deeply involved in Masatsugu's life?
深く関わるつもりなら口を出してもいいんですね。
So if I plan to be deeply involved, then I can talk?
あら、
Oh my.
そうなの？正嗣。
Is that right?
ええ。
Yes. I love the smile on his face as he says that. So, yeah. And Now, just imagine this conversation that's going to continue here. Like, imagine poor Sakaki, like, standing off in the corner being like, well, this is awkward, like, witnessing what's going on.
そう。あなた、もう一度お名前伺ってもいいかしら。
I see. Could you tell me your name again?
朝比奈祐希です。この学園の生徒会長をやってます。
It's Asahina Yuki. I'm this school's student council president.
1年なので、この学園に来てまだ日は浅いです。
I'm a first year, so it hasn't been very long since I came.
それでも高藤さんとはずっと生徒会で一緒でした。
But still, Takato-san's been in the student council with me the whole time.
高藤さんは不慣れな俺をずっとサポートしてくれました。
He's always supported me while I'm inexperienced.
俺にとって高藤さんは必要な存在です。
I need him.
いなくなったら困ります。
I wouldn't know what to do without him.
それに離れたら寂しいです。
And if he left, I'd be lonely.
俺はとても寂しいです。
I'd be really lonely.
そう。
I see.
だからお願いです。高藤さんを連れて行かないでください。
So please don't take Takato-san away.
あなた、私と同じね。
So you're the same as me.
私もあなたと同じ。違うのは、私のプロジェクトはこれから始まるということ。
And I'm the same as you. The difference is that my project is starting now.
私も不慣れなことをするから、彼のサポートが欲しいの。
I'm also inexperienced, so I want his support.
たとえ高校の生徒会でも、この子と一緒に仕事をしたならわかるでしょ？
Even if it's in a high school student council, if you've worked with my son, you understand, don't you?
高藤正嗣は有能。
Takato Masatsugu is talented.
たった今、自分で言ったばかりですものね。
You just said so yourself.
それは。
Well...
でも俺は高藤さんと離れたくない。
But I don't want to be separated from Takato-san.
離れるなんて、そんな。
Being separated, it's...
寂しい？
lonely?
はい。
Yes.
それはただの情。そしてあなたの弱さじゃないかしら。
That's just a feeling, and probably your weakness.
どういう意味でしょうか？
What does that mean?
意味も何も言葉の通りよ。
It doesn't mean anything, it's just what it says.
私に言わせれば、そんなものに足を引っ張られてチャレンジを恐れるなんて。
If I had to say it, it means to be afraid of challenges, being held back by things like that.
あまりにもったいないわ。
That's really a waste.
さっきも言ったけど、今回のプロジェクトに参加することは、正嗣の人生に有意義なものをもたらす。
I said it before too, but joining this project will add something valuable to Masatsugu's life.
私はそう確信しています。
I'm confident of that.
だからこそ、彼を誘いに来ました。
That's why I came to invite him.
それでもあなたは引き止めるの？
Are you still going to keep him from leaving?
正嗣の人生の実りに水を差すことになっても？
Even if you spoil the fruit of Masatsugu's life? I have a lot to say, but I'm going to save it until I get to the end here. I'm holding back Takato-san's life, but I absolutely don't want to be separated from him. But if that's just me being selfish...
それに...
And...
寂しいと言うなら、息子とずっと離れていた私だって寂しいわ。
Speaking of loneliness, I'll be lonely being separated from my son this whole time.
それで高藤、お前自身はどうなんだ?
And here's Sakaki being all like, yep, that was awkward, so let me cut in here. So, Takato, what about you?
本人にその意思があり、保護者が同意しているならば、学園としては口出ししない。
If it's your desire and your guardian consents, the school won't interfere.
お前の意思を聞かせてもらおうか。
Let's hear what you want. So, okay, that's fair. I mean, as the person in charge here, you know, he doesn't override a parent who is also here, you know. Because it's a boarding school, you have to have somebody in charge, but once the actual parents show up, you know, parents take precedence, I assume. Unless it's some kind of weird prison boarding school, which it's not. So I'm going to cut this here because it's a good place to kind of insert and, you know, because we're switching from Takato's mom talking about what she wants, and then we'll get Takato's response to her. So, plus this will end up being massively long because I'm not even halfway through this particular scene in the office here. So, I don't like Takato's mom. I can respect her project. I can respect her goals. It's a very noble goal. You know, this big clean energy project to help out the country that she's married into. You know, her husband is an influential person, a business person in India, and I think it doesn't really quite come out here, or maybe a little bit later, but the impression is that she married him basically as like a convenience thing to be able to execute this project, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with being ambitious and doing things like that. What's wrong is when you come back to your son who's about to graduate high school and say, hey, I need you to come with me because you're an experienced person and I want you with me and you're my right-hand man and I can't execute this project without you. Which is a ridiculous statement from someone who is literally working in a country that has more than 1 billion people. You're telling me that in this country of more than 1 billion people, you can't find a local person who can help you with your project. You can't find an experienced person who has worked in an office, who is an engineer, who is a project manager to work on this. Yes, Takato's talented. He also has no experience doing this kind of work. He's an author. And even that, you know, he's just getting started in his career and managing his contracts and things like that. Like, yes, this would be a great opportunity for him, but he is also already involved in a great opportunity, which is being at this school, which is special. You know, there's depending on how you read the stuff that's in it, it's like only 50 kids get in per year, maybe. So this is the place where he belongs. He needs to finish his education, basically. Like, yeah, she may be downplaying the importance of a high school education, and yeah, he can learn things on the job, and maybe he can, get some sort of equivalency degree and such. But basically, she's just being selfish. And if she was the kind of person who came here and said, you know, I've been away from my son for a long time, I want to see him, I want him with me, and made a more emotional appeal like that, I would be more forgiving. But because she is literally saying something that's absolutely ridiculous, that she needs to have him specifically, no, she doesn't. He cannot help her in the way that she thinks he can. And maybe it's like a subconscious thing where, you know, she just wants him with her. But the way she's framing it and denying it just makes her incredibly unlikable. It's just utterly ridiculous. And honestly, she's selfish. Like, fine, if she could face up to being selfish and admit, you know, I'm being selfish, I want my son, then that's one thing. But if she's pretending that this is for the good of his own future, like, what day is it in the game now? It's June 20th. He'll graduate in like 9 months, basically, from this school. There's no, trust me, no big project moves fast enough that anything significant is going to happen in the first 9 months. Like, he can just jump in 9 months later if he decides he wants to be a part of this and get started there. He's not going to miss out on much with the first 9 months of a project where they're trying to gather people and write up the project plan and work out the schedule and all this kind of stuff. Like, yeah, maybe that could be valuable experience for him, but A, does he want to be a project manager or whatever she has in mind for him? B, does he want to quit school? And like, yeah, we'll see this in the stuff that's upcoming here. Like, see, he's involved with Yuki now. You know, he has a reason for wanting to stay at the school, which has nothing to do with the quality of the school or whatever. And, you know, she called him and then she just showed up the second the Bell 1 was over. Like, I don't know. I don't like her. She's childish. There's no other way for me to look at it. And yeah, she may be young, and that's one of the things that's going to be explained soonish. She's probably around my age, actually, I would say. Let me think about it, because Takato's what, 17? Yeah, if he hasn't had his birthday yet in the year, which he hasn't, he'd be 17 years old, so his mom's probably younger than me, actually. So, but still, I'm not that old, okay? She has no excuse for being this pushy. And like, yeah, it may be her personality. She may be a pushy person just naturally, but this is not thought through in a logical way. There is no way that this is anything but selfishness. And, you know, and then the whole thing about twisting it around on Yuki and saying, you know, you're going to spoil the fruit of his life, basically. Like, that's extremely childish to take something like that, you know, what she sees right now as possibly just a kid who doesn't want to lose his friend. And, you know, from her reaction, too, where he was saying, can I be deeply involved? If I'm deeply involved in his life, can I speak too? And her reaction there might kind of suggest that she has an idea that they're a couple. And for her to just treat Yuki like he's some sort of weakling for having feelings and not wanting to have Takato leave, that just also makes her very childish and petty. And honestly, I can't respect her. I can respect her project. I can respect her plans. I can respect her wish to do something good for people, but I cannot respect her as a person because she is selfish. She's a brat, and she's showing up immediately to stir up trouble, which is, you know, good in the context of the story because we want the story to have conflict. We want things to move forward. We don't want to fall into the trap of Arata's route or Yagami's route where everything just dragged out forever and no progress was ever made. It was just really stilted and terrible. So, in a way, it's good that she shows up and she's causing trouble immediately, but just does not give me a good impression of her. And especially the thing, you know, where she shows up demanding that he make this decision, you know, only giving him 3 days to think about it. Like, this is a life-altering decision, and he's a 17-year-old boy. He needs time to think about what his future is going to be, and, you know, what does he want his future to be? Obviously, he's interested in writing. We don't know if he wants to continue doing that forever. We don't know if he ever wants to go back to calligraphy. But, you know, this is a weighty decision to be making to quit school and move to another country and start working immediately without really having any time to live his own life. You know, you were born, you go to school, and then you go to work immediately with no time to discover yourself or, you know, to be free. That whole college age thing where you work crappy part-time jobs and you live in apartments with people and you have fun and, you know, you worry about paying your bills and that kind of stuff. Like, I don't know, man. I could rant about this for a long time, and I have ranted about her a lot. This is like a very calm rant. You have not heard my nasty rants about her, so at least there's that. I'm not subjecting you to that. So yeah. So now we have her side of the story. Now we're going to get Takato's response to this. And then we'll get Yuki's response to Takato's response to this, and it will just kind of keep flowing with the story from here. So you can get an idea, you know, what's going to happen in the remainder of this route. We're going to be trying to resolve this issue that's just come up right here. So, I'm done rambling. Thank you for listening. You know, if you have a different opinion of what's going on here, I'd be interested to see that in the comments. But, you know, for me, having played the entire route and knowing some of the things that are going to happen, you know, my perceptions are always going to be colored by knowing the complete story ahead of time. So, thank you for watching. Thanks for listening to my rambling. I hope it didn't totally put you off everything that I've ever said ever. And I will see you next time.